Damn, I must be raised in a barn or must have been like at some point in my life because why am I wearing my shoes in bed? Shoes in bed. Disgusting. I just went out. Oh my god. I got 3 hours of sleep last night and I went out. Well, not out. I went to go run an errand and then I went out. And by that I mean I went to go buy some kombucha. Uh, I've been trying to get back on my health game. You know, I've been trying to work out more. My thighs are still feeling the workout I did. I will always credit his videos. Jeremy SRI, Sry, Sry, something like that. I don't know how to say his last name, but he does a lot of like shadow boxing videos, and it's like that. Those videos plus calorie deficit. Oh, you're gonna be snatched, or like you're gonna lose weight. You're gonna lose weight and you're gonna feel really good. Like you're gonna be tired, but you're gonna feel real good. Yeah. So those move with Nicole, even though like low key her videos kind of be causing me a little back pain, but that's probably because I don't do it right. Like Pilates and things like yoga, things where you're like stretching your body like in weird ways. Those are things that if you have the money to take classes, go take classes. Because if you're doing the videos online, you don't have a yogi or anyone telling you, hey, if you keep doing it like that, your back is going to hurt. You're probably causing permanent damage to your vertebra. But damn, no, like she did this one thing where it deadass looked like she was doing the worm, going like that. And I was like, this is where I closed the computer. She got me fucked up. Like, I can't do that. No, that's not happening for me. Um, who else do I do? When I want like a quick little workout, a quick fix it. Yes, I know that you cannot spot reduce or anything, but you can tone. You can tone your muscles, but you can't spot reduce fat in places. But I do a lot of what's her name? Nikolai Pilates? First. In is your name inverted by the way? INV. Not INV, but like INV. Your name's like inverted or something. Yeah, you're always first. You're the realist. The realist. You know. Um, but oh, and thank you by the way for being here. It's been a minute since I've gone live normally. I did play Danganronpa on live, but like I rewatched the live and I need to put the volume down. I'm at school. I have to go now. Oh my gosh, pay attention in your classes. Good luck to you. Best of luck. Hi. Where's my kombucha? I had my kombucha here on me. On moi. Um but yeah. Uh Move with Nicole, Jeremy SRY. Again, don't know how to pronounce his name. It could be Stry. It could be I don't know. Move. No, it's Nikolai Pilates. I do a lot of her little videos. Um, and the videos that I cannot do though, and I've done it so much, like I've tried to, I can't lock in like that, are the HIIT exercises, the high intensity interval training, or is it high interval intensity training? I don't know which I is which, but I can't. I get winded. I mean, the point is for me to be on my way to work right now. Um, it's honestly kind of fun. I came back from an errand. I have classes later on, so I'm just trying to get a little bit of content out there, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know, I have a question. So, also, good morning, Denzel. Good morning, Denzel. Good morning to you too. This is like your podcast right here. Um, I have a question. How are YouTubers like you able to talk to a camera and not run out of things to say? I asked this because I struggle to hold conversations in real life. Love your bits, by the way. Thank you so much. Um, the way that I go about it is I'm just naturally someone who doesn't shut the fuck up. And I think that really helps when you're doing lives and things like that. Because when people stay for the lives, it's because they want like to some extent they want to hear you speak. They're expecting you to do something, if not speak. When you're doing that in real life, it's like, okay, you don't need to be talking 24/7. I think it's just a really natural thing. Um also, I'm an actress, so it's like I kind of have to get used to um talking on camera. And then if I don't like it, I could just erase whatever content I have. But when it comes to conversations though, I can't fault you too much. Like I can hold conversations with people I know personally, but like if it's my first time talking to someone, I get a sense of who they are as a person, which is kind of not good. So I don't know. How could I help you with that? Like I'm assuming you mean like struggling to talk and hold conversations with people that you barely met. I struggle with that. Like I'll be like, so like this weather we're having, right? You know, this news and oh by the way, don't be bringing up the news. Don't be bringing up the news like that. Don't be doing that. Don't do that, y'all. You guys are honestly better off talking about the weather. Like really, you're better off just talking about the weather, talking about oh these classes, huh? Like because I go to school, so you know when I was an employed person, that customer was kind of a dick, yeah, and things like that. But then you kind of just start finding how to communicate with those people. I don't have a general like a general way of speaking to strangers, which is why I struggle so much. I need to get familiar with the person, the specific person, and then have shit to do. Meanwhile, on live, I am basically talking to strangers, but it's around things that I want to talk about. And if people want to engage with that, that's totally fine. I hope that somewhat answers your question. Oh, good Lord. Of course. Again, guys, please take my advice with a grain of salt. I'm by no means an influencer. The reason I have to specify this is because to me the word influencer means influence. And so that means that to some extent I'm helping y'all out with stuff like giving you advice, hence influence. And it's like sometimes I'm cooking, but other times it's like maybe this is not the right person to listen to. Maybe, just maybe. Um anyway. Oh, what a day. What a day. The day just started. I slept as I said in the beginning of the live, I slept like for 3 hours. I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know why. I couldn't sleep at all. I was like, well, I haven't been able to sleep at all lately. But actually, no. Surprisingly, I didn't fall asleep as late as I normally do. On a normal night, guys, I am an insomniac. Like, can y'all see this? It's not horrible. It's not the worst eye bags, and especially because of the camera quality right here, like can't really see it. But sometimes they're really bad, and it's like, oh well, when you're up at 4 or 5 in the morning, you're the under eye situation is not gonna be the best. It's not. It's really not. But yesterday I fell asleep like at 3:15 in the morning. Not yesterday, today. So today I slept at 3:15 a.m. and I woke up and I was like very groggy, but I managed to stay awake. So the grogginess, I was able to like shake that off and I was okay. I went and my sibling asked, oh, could you drop me off today? And I was like, yeah, of course. So I don't always say yes. Sometimes I'm just that fucking tired. Like, cause again, I don't sleep normally, but I don't think I've ever slept normally. I think I've had like insomnia since I was a kid. That's insomnia, right? Like the inability to sleep or like to sustain a normal sleep schedule. I don't know. Point is, I'm not getting the recommended 6 to 8 hours of sleep as an adult. I'm getting far less than that, which is honestly really good for content. Like, I find that I am at my most creative when I'm running on very little sleep and very little food. Um, yeah. Again, this is now I'm giving you guys advice that you guys probably shouldn't be listening to. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you guys my process here. I bought a kombucha and I'm drinking this very flat water. This is flat water. I'm still gonna finish it though because I don't like wasting stuff. I don't like wasting water. Where is my kombucha? Where's my kombucha? Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Yay! Qué hermoso mi kombucha. I need a probiotic. I need I don't I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, I really don't eat because bitch, yes you do. Yes you do. But I don't eat things obviously that like have like the nutrients I need or any of the like the infection or back like probiotic properties, things like that. I don't no me alimento bien. Like I really don't I don't know how to do that. I'm incapable of doing that. So I really need to start taking my vitamins, which I should have been doing even if I did eat like a healthy person. I need to start doing my not antibiotics. Those are not that good to depend on. Probiotics. I need to start eating yogurt and I need to start taking my ginger shots because I'm doing vocal stuff again. Taking ginger shots and turmeric, turmeric, those shots, they really help. During the production of Evita that I will never shut the fuck up about having been in Evita. Like, even if it was a college production of Evita, I don't care. I love Evita. Evita is such a good show. I don't care. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck what anyone has to say about Andrew Lloyd Webber. That man can write. Can he write extremely difficult things? Absolutely. Are most of the things that he writes extremely difficult? Yeah, but it's so good. So the point is I was in Evita and I got really sick during the last few shows and my director was like I was going to imitate her but like let me be the bigger person. Let me be the bigger person. Let me God, give me the strength to be the bigger person. She was like, if you cannot perform, I don't want to risk you getting other people sick. So just like don't show up if you're sick. And I'm like, that's not an option for me. This is literally the last show. I would rather shit in my hands and clap than not perform. So I was like, fuck this. I'm taking some tea, ginger, lemon root, something tea. It was in a box. I got it at a Pavilions. At a Pavilions. Ooh, so fancy. Even though I think that brand is sold at any other store. Did that. Took NyQuil, like a little more NyQuil than I probably should have that night. Went to sleep early. Well, as early as I could because I had a performance that day too. When she told me after that performance, hey, don't show up if you're not feeling it. I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel better. Trust and believe that. And then in the morning, went to Trader Joe's and I got the Trader Joe's one specifically because my friend told me it tastes better. But I've tried them from Trader Joe's. I've tried them from Pavilions of different brands. I've tried them at a Ralph's. I don't know where else I've gotten, but it tastes the same. Sorry. And I took those before the show, had a little meal because I didn't want to feel sick, and I was good. My voice was fine. At work behind register when watching the shit, by the way. They're gonna be like, Denzel, like not Denzel because they wouldn't know your name. Like, you're gonna be like, next customer. And it's like, oh, here you go. Watching peak content right now. Anyway. Oh, wait, what is the show about? Never seen it. So the show Evita is about the life of Eva Peron, who was at some point the first lady, not yeah, first lady of Argentina. She was an actress, came from a poor family. The show's really weird in a way because it shows her as this like very manipulative person and I mean I don't doubt that at some point she had to be manipulative, but she was also a very poor woman who needed to work her way up in society and things like that. So they would show her as someone who would use sex to get what she wants, her like her own sexuality, and somehow making her like, nah, she made the power moves. Meanwhile, she's not 14, she's 15, like that's any better, in a relationship with Agustin Magaldi, but she's the one in power in that. And it's like, I don't know how that works, but I don't know how I feel about that. But Mandy Patinkin is like he sings well, and Patty Lupone also sings well, and whoever the fuck was playing Juan Perón also sings well. I like the accent that he puts. So the music's good. Music's good. That narrative though, they change it depending your director. A lot of directors, and especially now, they don't want to keep, you know, pushing the narrative that like a 15-year-old was in power in a relationship with like a with a man in his 30s. Also, allegedly, they were like people were like, no, that relationship never fucking happened. That never happened. So it's like I don't know. I don't know. That that musical was based on a very anti Eva Peron book. But will I say that the bitch was completely a saint? No. No. I mean, to some extent, it was her husband, Juan Peron, who was the president of Argentina, doing all the fucked up shit. But to some extent, you're kind of complacent if you're just sitting there like, like when people were being vanished and things like that, disappeared, they were being killed. Yeah, it's very complicated. But the music, Andrew Lloyd Webber ate that up. We could say what we want about Andrew Lloyd Webber, ate that up. Eva Peron is such a dream role for me. Let's put it like this: any any character in a musical that's been portrayed by Patti LuPone or Elaine Page, just know that is in my musical theater dream roles, like automatically. Like, yeah, in my 40s, I 100% plan to play Rose in the show Gypsy. Not Rose. I'm so sorry. What? Why am I forgetting her name? Why am I? Uh, her name's not Rose. Rose is the daughter. Like Gypsy Rose Lee. Or what the fuck was her name? Ugh, I'm blanking on the whole show now. I haven't consumed it in a minute. In a minute. Oh my god. Or was it? I'm blanking on the name. The point is, anything that these bitches have played, I'm gonna play it one day. I'm gonna play it one day. It will happen, one way or another. Hold on, y'all. I'm tripping. It's Rose. It's Rose. It's Rose. It's Rose. It's Rose, and I'm tripping. It's Rose, and I'm tripping. It's Rose. It's Rose. Yeah, Mama Rose. Yeah, obviously. I knew that. I knew that. I wasn't tripping. It's too early for that. 9:13 a.m. So I technically right now I'm going live so I can distract myself from like wanting to eat and eat again. I technically am breaking my fast because this has calories and anything that has calories will break your fast. But have you considered that this is really good for me? I'm back to intermittent fasting. That's why. Oh, off topic to the intermittent fasting, but everything to do with musical theater. I'm doing a workshop, and you know how I said anything played by Patti LuPone or anyone played by Patti LuPone or Elaine Page, that's like kind of like what's in my musical theater repertoire or like my dream roles. Repertoire being like the songs that I choose to sing, like my picks. Guess what song my professor wants me to practice? Guess. Everyone guess. Memory from Cats. I have prayed for times like these. Like, oh, I'ma eat. I'm saying this now and then I'm gonna fuck up opening night. Horrible. Horrible. Oh, but fuck, who cares? I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat. I'm so happy. I love that song. And guess who composed it? Andrew Lloyd Webber. Andrew Lloyd Webber. It's not ridiculously difficult though. I just need to work on my belt a little bit. They'll be like teaching you how to breathe during warm-ups, and it's like aim your breath towards your lower back and hence the your belt area. What the fuck does that mean? I was talking to my buddy, my good old buddy Elijah, who I hate. I have to always preface that I hate Elijah every time I mention Elijah. No one knows who that is, by the way. Like no one here, but I do, and that's what matters. I was like, oh, I struggle to do head voice, and head voice that's, you're still using your breathing. They'll be telling you when working on breathing, when working on like placements of vocals, place it here, do this. And it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to do that? And I was like, I struggle with head voice. And he was like, place it up here. Oh, really, Elijah? Wow, I didn't think I had to place my head voice at the top of my head. How do you do that though? Like telling me to place it up here, to grab it and put it up. Like I don't know. It's so hard. Oh, it would be so like I really like guys work with me. Don't just tell me what to do. Tell me how to do it. Like I can't. At least they were checking my ranges. By the way, my ranges go to a D3 all the way to like a C6 range. But when they were testing my higher range, they were telling me to like go in the head voice, like the whole, like when you think opera or like classical singing, that's what that is. And it helped a lot when my professor was telling me loosen your jaw and you're gonna feel it like here. And I was like, oh my gosh, wait, that's so true. I need to like, this doesn't need to be so tight. Excuse me. I burped, but there was no visual about it. It was just her. It could have just been a deep breath. But anyways, yeah. So see, things like that helps. Also, something that someone on a Reddit forum said on softening, like how to soften the palate or kick in the something like that. It's basically at the top of your mouth. I'm gonna stick my finger in. Very good at this, by the way. You go in, top right there, you're gonna feel like something squishy, whereas the rest feels really hard. You're gonna feel that like thing that gets squishy, and then it could also get very hard. But when it's softer, apparently that makes it easier to like do the intense vocal stuff. I think that's for belting. I think, guys, I'm not into voice like that. I just be singing. I still don't know how to really use the diaphragm like that. I'm a singer and I don't know these things, but I'm not like a professional at that. They were like, just imagine that you're like pronouncing the letter K. Like don't actually do it, but you're gonna feel it rise up. And it's like, oh my gosh, you can. Like just imagine that you're gonna say the word kite. So like, and then you'll feel like a little pressure right here. And it's like, oh my God, that really helped. Also, I was working on like my breathing. Apparently, you're not supposed to take a big ass breath because that can actually mess up your note that you're going to sing. You only need as much air as you need. Don't take too much, the same way you don't want to take too little. These are things that I need to instill in my mind. They also, so memory from cats, they also want me to learn. I dreamed a dream from Les Miserables. So I am stoked. I am so happy. These are two songs. One song, Elaine Page. The other song, Patti LuPone. I'm set. I am so set for life. And I'm not exaggerating. These are just things that bring me joy. I'm very simple in that way. Just let me belt and I'll be happy. What else? Anyway, how are you guys? I've just been talking about myself this whole live because I'm so fucking interesting. For anything though, I'm gonna kind of show off my range here. I'm not gonna sing. It's early in the morning. Please. Um no wonder people low key be saying, "Oh, she's a man." This is my lowest note. No, not a C3. But at that, my highest note is wait, no. No. Like a little flute. Not a flute. I really I forgot what it is. It's like a fla something. It means literally means whip, I think, in either French or Italian. I don't remember. I think Italian. And that's a whistle register. On a random night while I'm in the shower, I can hit an E6. I can go the really high note at the end of the song from Phantom of the Opera. Phantom, what the fuck is the song called? And I don't give a fuck. I don't care for the show. But I could do that. School is boring, but I'm exploring new hobbies and it's fun. Oh, sick. Like by school, like what level are we talking here? Because I found that to be the case for me when I went to college. It was boring because I was taking classes I did not like because I thought I was going to be a philosophy major. But then when I left that major, I had so many like new opportunities for things. I found different hobbies and then I met people that actually like doing the same things that I do. And it's like, God, this is community. This is community. Community college. Maybe the real community were the friends in college we made along the way. Oh, ooh, ooh. Let someone write that down. Write that down. Okay. Senior year of high school. I wish you good luck. Actually, I still wish you good luck, but senior year of high school, to me, was the easiest year. I got to go home early. I got to get a job and then I regretted getting a job. I was so happy about getting a job in high school and then I was like, "Oh my god." Like literally like 2 months in, mind you, it was at McDonald's. 2 months and I was like, "Just fire me. Just vote. Just fire me, y'all." But other than that, senior year of high school, fun. So fun. Senior year of high school will show you who really fucks with you and who won't. Like it'll show you who's going to speak to you after graduation and who's not. And sometimes they'll stop speaking to you before graduation over some bullshit. But that's totally fine because, you know, life goes on. Guys, really like things that are like bad happen, but you know what's crazy? The world keeps spinning. That was something that hit me very early on. The world's gonna keep spinning. The senior year of high school. Oh my god, the teachers I had during senior year, they were so fun, so nice, so cool. I loved all of the teachers I had that year. Not a single time was like, man, fuck this teacher, man. No. But I also think it helped that I wasn't taking subjects I don't like. That acidity. Ooh, that's hitting. But in my mind, the colder it is, the more acidic it is, and then therefore the more shits it will make me feel. Like it will give me more of the runs. And I fear that I am not digesting things properly. So I think that'll help. Why am I talking about this? At least it's not junior year though. My junior year was on the actually. Why am I lying? Junior year I thought was gonna be really hard. It wasn't that hard because it was during the pandemic. I don't know about y'all, I didn't hate the pandemic. Well, okay, I'm not praising the pandemic. I'm not being like gay pandemic pride or anything. But what I am saying is for me, it was better um than a lot of other people reported. I did miss my friends, obviously. Yes. Like who the fuck wouldn't miss their friends? But I kind of liked not being not having to really do anything and just kind of staying indoors. Guys, I lost weight during the pandemic and then I gained it back, but then I lost the most weight post pandemic. Never mind. Let me not glaze the pandemic here. But I will say I just didn't have to do anything. I am a very lazy person. I am someone who is like, fuck, I'll be sitting and it's like I have to work for the rest of my life. I don't have any form of wealth. I have to work. If I'm not going to school, I have to work. And even if I'm going to school, I might still just have to work. This is actually the bad place. In an ideal world, I'm with my boyfriend and we live in a really nice house, but for some reason, and we have like two kids, but for some reason, we don't have to work to sustain any of that. That's an ideal world, not a realistic world. It's ideal to me. Anyway, are there any hobbies you want to learn? I want to learn how to tap dance. I am in musical theater. That shit comes up far more than you guys expected. Like tap dancing. Of all dance styles, tap dancing. Guys, it comes up. It comes up way more than I've ever expected it. And also it's cool. It's just cool. Okay? Like when you're looking at a solid tap routine, it's like, damn, I want to do that. It is very cool. What kind of hobbies are you exploring at your school? That's a good question to be asking y'all. Ugh. Mhm. Mhm. I would really, 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 really appreciate it if bots stopped following me. Just as a thought. They're like hurting my visibility. Starting to cook more and trying to learn Japanese. Those are solid things, okay? Those are solid things. I've been wanting to do that Japan trip, but I also feel very weird about going to a country where I don't know the language because then I feel like expecting me to like be able to navigate through without knowing the language that would make me feel entitled. I don't know how people do it. I don't know. And obviously, people do speak English in Japan, but I shouldn't expect to be catered to in that way. D- but that's just how I feel. So that's solid. And cooking, that's also incredibly solid. Do you know how many people this in my generation, well, they don't know how to cook. That's not a good thing, you guys. No one ever taught me to cook. I'm sorry about that. Do you know what Google is? Do you know who Martha Stewart is? Guys, there's things that you can do to, I don't know how to cook, but I do know but I do know how to use this certain editing software that a lot of people they take years to learn to use it and shit like that. I don't know how to cook, but I know how to knit. Did someone teach you to knit and not cook? No, you taught yourself how to knit. So why can't you teach yourself how to cook? I will say I am lucky in the sense that my parents taught me to cook. But the things my parents taught me to cook were like the bare essential things, obviously, like things that you're gonna need. But even if they didn't, and I really wanted to learn that, guys, we have the technology to learn. It's not difficult to put a pot of beans to make a little thing of rice. My rice is not the best though. I will say that. I think my baby sister makes a better rice than me. And I think no, I think I just have a different way of making rice though. I don't like my rice to be oily or to use much oil. But at that I will use more water. My mom did teach me how to cook pasta. She taught me how to grill chicken. Well, both my mom and dad did that. My dad taught me how to he was the one teaching me the whole thing about the rice and how to make a salsa and things like that. Everything else, because I that's not all that I can cook. That's me, but that's because I wanted to learn how to make it. So very solid hobbies you're picking up on. It's especially fun though, like when you're getting to a level where it's like, let me cook for other people, and seeing people like the food, or like even if they're pretending to like your food, like it's still nice to share that with people. It is. So solid hobbies. What else is there to talk about? Hold on. I should probably be looking at this website here. Oh, I have time for these things. What am I doing? I have until the 20th to submit these assignments, and then I forget. Yeah, I just. I really hate the damage that Kaleem Ballinger has done to the reputation of a ukulele, because I thought the 21 Pilots fans were bad, and I thought they gave them a bad reputation. But then the toxic gossip trip happened. I'm looking at my ukulele right now and it's like, let me start playing for y'all. And I was like, oh my God, no, no. I wanted to make content on my ASMR channel of me singing lightly, and my ukulele is like staring at me right now. And it's like, you're not going to make that content, because that is the first thing people are going to think about. It's not be like, oh, what a nice song. What a nice little jam. No, it's like, oh, this is Clarissa Ballinger now. It's like, guys, it's a nice instrument. It is a nice instrument. It's a simple fucking instrument that you could literally teach yourself how to use. God. I mean, you could teach yourself to use any instrument, just this one takes less time to learn. That I was just picking up little bits of it. Like, World Star Money is just. How nice. Can someone like please shut the horn off of their car? But it's very simple to play that song, and it's a good song. And it's like it's just this, that, then you go this, and then oh, this is not tuned right, but I did tune it. Right. Ooh, wow. I was so easily impressed by people who could play that, and it's like, wait a minute, this shit easy. What the hell? In my freshman year of high school, I was like, oh my God, how do you play that? It's like, girl, Go look it up. I don't know anything about instruments, but you're doing looks very cool. Thank you so much. But it is very easy. The one that I don't like though, it's a 21 Pilot song. I it's and I can't move my fingers like that. I feel like there might be like an easier way to do it where you don't have to like move your fingers exactly to the exact strings, but it's difficult for me to understand how people do that. So, uh and then it's dun dun. Oh wait, no, dun. Wow, I can't do that. I can't do it that fast, and I don't know how he does it that fast. Like that has to be like some muscle memory shit. Like, cause it's not like a major thing where it's like, oh, you're just simply going like that. I've played guitars, like guitar tabs like that, and they're easier to me because it's just like you're moving your hand like up and down. This is an exact placement of your fingers. I can't do that. I don't know how he does it. By he, I mean Tyler Joseph, the 21 Pilots guy. I can't. I'm like physically incapable of doing. Um. Yeah, but the ukulele is it's just a nice instrument, like to sing along to and things like that. It's not like impressive, or I've yet to see any song that's impressive. You sound great. Do you know the song "Riptide" by Vance Joy? I feel like I should know that song. I feel like anyone that owns a ukulele should know that song. Um, I don't, but I feel like I can figure it out because everyone, like even in middle school at a talent show, there were at least two girls that sang that song with the ukulele. And now I'm forgetting how that song even goes. Down to the riptide, taken away from down to no. I can't even. I'm forgetting that song. Like I know that song. I know that song. It was everywhere, like in 2015. Oh, no wonder. Like I was in middle school around that time. No wonder. Let me see. Also, good morning to you too. A Viagran. I'm assuming that's like a last name. There's this website I use. You know what songs are like so fun to play on ukulele? Steven Universe songs. I'm not even kidding. I have a love-hate relationship with Steven Universe. Aside from the fandom, there's a lot of things that like plot-wise are kind of weird, but yeah, the songs hit. And apparently I think Rebecca Sugar, who created the show and did the music, I think she also did music for Adventure Time, and Adventure Time had solid music. Oh my god, they literally did a Mitski song in fucking Adventure Time. And that's all I'm thinking about right now. Um, but yeah, solid music. Like I think it was, you know, arranged in a nice way, and things like that. Who's your favorite character and why? Well, from Steven Universe, favorite character. Do I have favorites? Because it's so easy to just say Garnet because I don't. What the fuck? I haven't watched the show in a minute. Carly do anything? The Garnet pissed me off. Garnet doesn't do anything wrong. So I think it's Garnet. I don't like Pearl. I am so sorry. I have never liked Pearl. I get it. She's a complex character. I just don't. I don't. Or Amethyst. I think Amethyst is nice too. Yeah, either them two. Either them two. Yeah, I haven't seen the show in a minute. Oh my gosh. But yet here I am rewatching. I'm rage baiting myself by rewatching regular show and being annoyed by Mordecai. I will never shut the fuck up about Mordecai. I don't like it. I want to make a whole video on characters that I just don't like and why from like different medias. So far the other characters that I can think of, or I'm gonna make a list actually. Guys, let's make a list. Um Characters I don't like. Hate. Let's see. Um, don't like Pearl from Steven Universe. Pearl. Steven Universe. I don't like Caillou, but I think a lot of other people don't like Caillou. How do you spell Caillou? I am beefing. I am beefing with a kid show character. Is it Callloui? Whatever. Who cares? Yeah. Who cares? I don't respect him enough to know how to spell his name. I don't like Gundam Tanaka from Danganronpa. I don't. I'm playing Danganronpa right now, and I've come to the realization of a few things. One, the reason that the writing in the game is so funny to me is because it is so problematic at times. It's like, damn, this would not be okay nowadays, but like it kind of hits. Not to sound like those people that are like, oh, they couldn't get away with this nowadays. No, you can. A lot of people wouldn't get it though. A lot of people wouldn't get it. Um, but no, I don't like Gundam Tanaka. I don't. I'm playing the game again. I've not played every game to their entirety, so some things I'm not gonna be spoiled by a lot of things because I know how the games go down, but I will be a little bit shocked by some things. Like, oh my god, they really did that? Oh my god, this really happened? But I know what happens. The only game that I haven't played, but I do know what happens for the most part, is V3 and Ultra Despair Girls. Ultra Despair Girls, I don't. That one I think is the only one that I don't really know what happens. I know bits of what happens, but I don't know how the game ends. So yeah. I don't That's the only game that will actually surprise me. But I have so many characters from Danganronpa that I don't fuck with. And replaying these games again, I've not gotten to the game with Gundam in it, but replaying these games is making me be like, wait, why did I ever like this character? What did I see in this character? Like, for example, Byakuya, he's this rich asshole character. He's just rude. He's just rude. And I get it. He is supposed to be the game antagonist, like the one who just fucks shit up during trials and shit. But he's pompous, he's rude, and it's like, oh my god, bro, like you could tell when someone has not just been socked in the mouth before, and it's a character like that. Don't like him anymore. I used to love him, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yasuhiro Hagakure, I really like his design. I think he's funny, but does he have anything useful? No. And I am this close to just not fucking with him. This close. Meanwhile, I used to not like, you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. I used to not like Celestia Ludenberg, but now replaying the game, it's like, oh my god, like I kind of fuck with this bitch. Like I really do. Like I think she's cool. Oh my gosh. Now I have to agree with my sister now. Because my sister was a Celestia Ludenberg warrior. She would fight tooth and nail for this character. in online discussions and shit. Meanwhile, me, I hated the bitch, but now I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, I kind of like her. The only characters that like for sure I didn't like, and to some extent, you do have to kind of examine pretty privilege and things like that, like Hifumi. But I'm okay with Teru Teru. I'm okay with Teru Teru, but he's not in the game that I'm currently playing. But Hifumi Yamada, Ultra Gooner. How the fuck are you in a talent-based high school based off of the fact that you write fan fiction? You got a scholarship to go to a talent-based high school off the fact that you write fan fiction. Bitch, other people do that. And they're not going to talent-based high schools. They don't get to do that. Big ugly pervert, and like, yeah, he's ugly, and I do like a lot of other characters that are pervs, but those characters, they have more to them. I know too much about this character's sexual preferences and shit, and it's like, oh my god, I don't want to hear it. Everything that comes out of his mouth is just annoying, and it's like, oh, let me add him to the list, add him to the list, add him to the list. Let's add, let's do this. Who else don't I like? What other characters just suck? Uh, mm, can't think of any. Can't think of any. But I know that I it's gonna hit me. I'll just be going about my day. I'll be making a little meal or on my way to my class or something, and then out of nowhere, it's just gonna hit me like a fucking train. Like, wait, fuck this character too, though. Fuck this character. And by the way, I'm never going to list like by characters I hate. I mean, like, I cannot stand them on screen. Not just the fact like I hate their actions and things like that. Because there's a bunch of fucked up ass characters that it's like, I don't mind you being on screen because like you're interesting and shit. But the characters that just I have to just groan every time that they not only that they're on screen, but then they got the audacity to open their mouth and it's like, pause. I don't fuck with this. Like I can't. I don't like it. I don't like it. There I know for a fact there's another character. That fucking big ass hating ass dinosaur from the Amazing World of Gumball. I am so sorry. What was that bitch's problem? Oh my god, nah, fuck that bitch. Hold on. Big ass dinosaur from I know she has a name. Was it Sarah? No. No, Sarah was the stalker. Sarah was like the stalker girl in the Amazing World of Gumball, and I love her. But that big ass hating ass dinosaur that was just bullying Gumball, bitch, you're gonna go extinct. Sue, her name was Sue. Fuck that bitch, Sue. Big hating ass dinosaur. That asteroid is not quick enough. She's just hating. Like, I don't think we ever got context as to why she's such a hater. Fuck that bitch. Oh my god. Every time that dinosaur was on screen, it was like, "Oh my god, bro." And then they had the audacity to give us a fucking dinosaur-based episode. Get out of here. And the whole episode was just her like threatening Gumball. Big ass piece of shit ass dinosaur. Fuck that bitch. Oh, fuck that bitch. Ugh. Uh, who else? I can't think. I can't think. Yeah, no, there's oh my god, that big-headed guy from Succession. I shouldn't say big-headed guy because now I'm like low-key insulting the actor that plays him. But it Hugo, I think his name was Hugo in Succession. He was just dick eating the next bitch. Like dick eating Kendall. Oh, anyone that's watching Succession right now and doesn't want spoilers on that, like kind of like click off this, click off this. And if you're not, stay so I can talk about this. Dick eating the next bitch, opportunistic, and nobody liked him. Nobody liked him. Like in the show, no one likes him. No one. Hold on, just got mentioned in the group chat. Oh shit. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. Anyway, big ass head. Hate him. He was annoying. I didn't, but I did hate him though. I think I did. Like I was just irritated every time he came on screen. I was just like, oh my god, bro, please, please. And he thought he had more authority over Jerry. No, she's like she was literally Logan's like legal like lawyer. Like she was his lawyer, right? Or a legal advisor to some extent. Carol no, he wasn't no, he was always trying to talk over Carolina. Yes, because they were both in PR, but you know, but Carolina's head of PR. You don't have more authority over the head of PR. What are you doing? I love Carolina. Okay, her. Jerry was another person, but Jerry also didn't like Hugo. Nobody liked Hugo. I think people disliked Greg more than they disliked Hugo, and that's not saying much because Greg didn't do shit. Greg was an errand boy. Was his name Hugo? His name was probably not Hugo. Hold on, let me look it up. No, it was Hugo. Hugo Baker, Succession. Why'd they give them last names, Loki? Like, was his last name ever mentioned? But yeah, Hugo Baker in Succession. Did not like him. Did not like him. I wanted to say a Breaking Bad character. I didn't have a specific one in mind, but I'm just going over the shows I watched, and I was like, I feel like there's someone I should have disliked in Breaking Bad. I didn't dislike anyone in Breaking Bad. And before anyone says it, I will never, ever, ever dislike Skyler. I will never, ever, ever. I'm sorry. I can't do it. And I don't know why a lot of people. It's an empathy thing. It's an empathy thing. It's like, guys, guys. She couldn't get out of that marriage that easily. She was already clocked out of that marriage the minute that he decided to sell meth. Like, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm not going to. I'm not going to hate on her more than I'm going to hate on a person who sold meth and at the end of the show literally says I did it because I liked it because I wanted to do it. It felt good to do that. Skyler White is Walter White's wife in Breaking Bad. People don't like her. If you don't mind spoilers, let me know in case that's on the watch list because I know a lot of people haven't seen it. I think you should watch it. I think Rosa. I haven't watched Better Call Saul, and I low-key don't want to. But I know what happens to him. I know what happens to him. To Saul's brother, I know what happens. It's been spoiled for me. Low-key was he in the right? Kind of, but also fuck him. He never liked him. He never liked his own brother. That's crazy. I cannot imagine like hating on my sister like that, bro. Like that. I'm supposed to feel bad he died. Fuck your homie dead. Fuck your homie dead. Like I'm sorry. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Oh, sorry. Spoilers, but no. Oh, you're fine. Okay. Walter White gets diagnosed with cancer. He's told he doesn't have much time to live. He needs the cancer treatment. He is poor. He is a chemistry teacher, and then on the side, I think he was also working at like a car wash at some point. That is their financial situation, right? Right. So he gets into the business with a former student of his who he taught chemistry, who was like low key a fuck up, Jesse Pinkman. They start to sell meth essentially. I I'm not gonna like go plot by plot synopsis. And obviously, when you're dealing in the drug world, what happens? And it doesn't help. His brother's in the DEA. Guys, like the your brother-in-law, not his brother, but his brother-in-law. He's in the business of busting people who deal drugs. He becomes this like really big like drug manufacturer and shit. Obviously, he runs into evil people. He almost kills a kid, you guys. He indirectly he And by the way, a lot of people hate on Jane. I will also never understand that. I will never understand that. They're like, oh, she was a gold digger. Oh, she was this. Like, she was just trying to use Jesse. First and foremost, okay? She was into him way before, like, she really realized, like, how much money he's making, okay? First and foremost. Second of all, they were both high on drugs at the time. They wanted to run away with the money. Like, did you think she was just in it for the money? No, they were gonna run away because the dad was already talking about trying to send her back to rehab. All this shit happened, high out of their minds. She overdoses. Walter White breaks in, is watching her overdose, and doesn't do anything. And the grief of having lost a daughter causes a person who is in control of like the air traffic to fuck up their job, and hence the plane crash. I'm so sorry. I cannot for the life of me understand people who don't like Jane. I don't. I don't. Everything bad, by the way, that's happened in Jesse's life is, and I mean, yeah, he could have just, not been in selling drugs or anything, and like the drug game or anything, but he was already in that, and he was careful about it to make sure that he wasn't running into like weird people. In a way, like he was a smaller scale, he was a very niche dealer and things like that. A lot of people died, and a lot of the bad things that happened in Jesse's life are because of Walter White. I'm not going to hate Skylar, his wife, who cheats on him. Mind you, she was already talking about wanting to get separated. He wasn't really letting that shit happen. And eventually they do separate. Dog, he literally takes the kid. He literally runs away with the kid for some time. Am I like actually supposed to like him more than Skylar, or and even so go as far as to hating Skylar? And also, I don't understand, like, this is really one of those shows where you need to have a certain level of like of empathy. A lot of people seem to think that empathy is like a weakness. I'm here to tell you right now, it is not. And the way that you guys, not you guys, but like a lot of people are struggling to have this level of empathy is why your media literacy is this fucking little. Like, I hope you know that the creators of the show never intended for Walter White to be seen as like this badass and shit. Uh, Oh my gosh, let me not go on around. And I don't even hate Walter though. I don't. I do believe that initially he was doing this thing with the drugs because he needed the money. He wanted better for, like, he wanted the treatments, but he also wanted better for his family. Cuz look at how the fuck they were living. Like, yeah, but then eventually he got addicted to that power, and it didn't really become about the money. It was entirely about feeding his own ego in a way. Like, these are two things that can coexist. Um I also don't understand people who don't like who not just don't like, because you can like not like a character, but like to have like this hatred for Walter Jr. Guys, guys, imagine you find out that your dad sells drugs, bro, and is responsible for a lot of this shit. Like, uh, guys, I'm not crazy for being like a lot of these characters have their faults, but ultimately they're people. It's not like other situations where it's like this character is objectively kind of fucking annoying. Not kind of annoying, really annoying to the point where I hate them. No, Skylar was a little cringe a few times, but she's like she's an older white woman. I feel no racial, but like I feel that's kind of in the territory. I fear that I might become like a little level of cringe like that the older I get. I'm already at a level of cringe. Like you guys are like using the birthday song to Ted as a reason to think that she's like worse than someone who was manufacturing drugs and tried to poison a kid with ricin. Come on, you guys. Come on. Okay, yeah, but no, the point that I'm making there is there's no character from Breaking Bad that I dislike enough to put on this list or at all. I don't even dislike Gus. I don't. He's goaded. He's goaded. I love Gus. And I think I like him more than I like Walter. Really, I do. Wait, what is this? Huh. Let me look this up. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Amazing Digital Circus. I need to watch this. I don't know if it's a web series, I don't know if it's a show, but it's everywhere. And I saw a clip of it and it's like it's not for kids. Obviously I don't think every cartoon is for kids, but I've been seeing like a lot of kids like they like it and or whatever, but I'm like, "Oh, okay." I saw a clip of that and it's like I should check this out. It kind of gave me like a moral oral vibe. Um I don't have thoughts on that one, but I do need to watch The Amazing Digital Circus. I do. I do. A lot of people I know are watching it. My god, moral oral. I can't even dislike characters on that show either. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I can't. I can't. There was one character that I didn't like so much. You should totally watch it. If you want to, it's great. No, I don't doubt that at all. I've seen so much praise for it, like a lot, and like the fandom's big, so it's like I'll give it a chance for sure. Like I'll definitely give it a chance, you know. And that's my thing. It's one reason to like complex characters. It's another reason for the character to just do something illogical and then try to justify. I haven't gotten to the game, so I'm gonna give my thoughts now, but I will definitely give my thoughts when I get to the game. And Danganronpa, in Super Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. I'm gonna spoil it. If anyone cares, if you guys care, clap if you care. Gundam Tanaka is the one who murdered Mekamaru, which is Nekamaru Nidai's robot copy. Okay. We don't know that though. We figured that out in the trial. And the reason he did it was because if a murder didn't happen within the next few minutes or hours, I don't remember, but they were going to be starved. They were going to die essentially if they didn't murder someone. Okay. The one who bit the bullet and decided to take that sacrifice is Gundam. And notice how I said sacrifice. In fact, his reasoning is this was a sacrifice. Okay. If it was a sacrifice, why the fuck do we still have to go through a trial where if we guess wrong, right? Say this wasn't a game, say this was real life, and someone decided to sacrifice themselves for, so that y'all could eat. Okay? If it's a sacrifice, wouldn't you want to make that clear? Instead of having us go through a fucking wild goose chase in a trial where our lives are on the line? And his reasoning is like, I needed y'all to prove that you guys wanted to live as much as you said. I'ma fucking execute you myself. What are you talking about? You put our lives in danger. And again, he didn't even kill a real person. He killed a robot. And we were about to die if we didn't figure out it was you over a robot. Not fuck you. Fuck you. You didn't actually get your hands dirty. You just like the reason he died was because of a technicality issue. Like Mekamaru was technically a student, and if you kill a student, you gotta go if you're discovered. Why didn't you just admit to that? If it was a sacrifice, anyways. No, because of my philosophy. Fuck you and your philosophy, bitch. I'm over it. I am so over it. Like, what the hell are you talking about? That's not complex. That's stupid. I'm over it, yo. I'm over it. I'm don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. And it's got nothing to do with the fact that my favorite character is Kazuichi. It's got nothing to do with that. It's literally the fact that like what well, okay, Loki did not like him, like whatever. But you're gonna sacrifice my life and the life of the rest of the class because you wanted to execute a robot. You wanted to not execute. You wanted to kill a robot. I'm differentiating between the words kill and execute because then later he is executed, class execution. Um, because we discovered him. But if we hadn't discovered him, we would have died. We would have died. And from what I have seen in like, I think I did get to that trial. I don't think actually. No, I didn't get to that trial actually. Did I? No. But the point is, that was one of like the hardest trials, just for the motherfucker to be like, "Oh, it was a sacrifice." No, the fuck it wasn't. No, the fuck it wasn't. No, the fuck it. No, it wasn't. You thought you were gonna get off scot free. You thought you were gonna get away with that shit. I'm sorry. Maybe it was okay. Maybe it was a sacrifice, but it was a horrible way of going about it. Like, what are you talking about? What? Yeah, I sacrificed for y'all, but now y'all are gonna be in danger because I won't admit to the fact that it was a sacrifice until after you guys catch me. What are you doing? At that point, now you're playing the role of the antagonist and fucking shit up. Damn. Annoying. Oh my god. Only thing I fuck with about Gundam is like the little hamsters he got on him. His dark devas of destruction. They're so cute. Yeah, fuck that guy. So, like I said, one thing is being complex, it's another thing being completely fucking stupid. And then wanting to deem that as a complexity. Like, I'm sorry. What the hell? This is why I don't understand like Mordecai Glazers in those comments. Like I was watching a video. There's this video. I linked it in the Mordecai video I made, but it was by this guy. The thumbnail is like a picture of Mordecai at like the bowling alley, and it's like fuck him or whatever. And then he made a follow-up video to that, and it was about the lift with your back episode. And there was like someone left a comment like deadass defending Mordecai, and it's like, bro, why? He's not complex. This This is not a character that's shown growth, actually. Growth is implied, but not really, considering we see him drawing pictures of Margaret and Siege, and it's like, bro, oh my god, oh my god, I hate him. Not complex, sorry. With Moral Oral, though, I can't dislike any of the characters, like, can't stand seeing them on screen. Of course, I don't like their actions. Anyone who's watched Moral Oral, but all the characters are like cool. The only character that I obviously like dislike is the rapist character, but he wasn't like a character. Like he was just there was just a picture of him. Just a picture of him. And that's it. He didn't have any scenes or anything. There was no actual character. It was just, hey, this is the town rapist. That was what that was. There's obviously like all I have in order for me to base an opinion on him is the fact it was just a rapist. Like there's nothing there. It's not even like, oh, evil characters this, evil characters that. It's literally just some guy. It's just some guy. The other characters though that be doing fucked up shit, but we see motivation behind it. Like for example, like Clay Puppington, I think that's his name. We see how he became an alcoholic. We see why he is the way that he is. We see that. So it's like I don't like the shit that you do, but when I see you on screen, I'm a little bit captivated. I want to know more. I don't automatically take a big like sigh or like a groan just seeing you on my screen. Yeah, that's kind of the case with that. If that makes sense. Mm, who else? Who else? I fear I fear that I'm thinking about Danganronpa now. I fear that I'm going to play V3 and end up liking Kokichi. I know Clay was wrong for what he did, but I thought he was gonna. Oh no, he was definitely written to have funny moments. There's this. It's funny. The show. It's an Adult Swim show. It will touch topics that are uncomfortable, but the way that they did it in the earlier seasons was in a way that it was funny. I don't that episode. I forgot what it's called. It was the second to last episode, the one with Nurse Bendy and the teacher. I forget her name, but it's this other character who's like, I think you would call that mutilated then in a way. But that episode got it off the air because they were like, "Oh, you guys need to make darker content instead of just trying to focus on being fun or something like that." And it's like they gave you that, but this wasn't a funny episode. Like, was it only okay if it was something that people could laugh at? Like that shit pisses me off. But before that, the episodes were really funny though. They were fucked up, but they were funny. Clay was funny as fuck. Clay was written to be funny at times. But when you shoot your son in an alcoholic rage, that's kind of where like, oh, I don't find you that funny or funny at all. And then the next day, him acting like it was nothing. That's also not funny. Like, oh my gosh, like that show got dark. That show got dark, but somehow it would make it funny. That episode was sad. It was important. It was important. It was important for that. I think it was that moment that completely changed the way that Oro viewed his father. Yeah. Yeah. Because at up until that point, Clay shooting his own son. Yeah, no, like that's a crazy sentence. Like that's crazy. Like it was played for laughs. At the end of every episode, it's the show follows this kid named Oral, who Orel Oral. The point is, it's in a stop motion style, and he is in a Protestant church. He belongs to a Protestant church, and he's trying to go about life doing the right thing based off of God's teachings. And because he's a kid and he doesn't have any actual guidance, um, he takes those teachings to a very far level. Like he takes them too far and shit gets fucked up. And as a result, each episode ends with him getting his ass whooped by his dad. They don't show him obviously getting his ass beat, but it's implied. Like it's implied. Like the dad would be like going with the belt like this and things like that, right? And then it's supposed to be satirical in a way. That is always like played for laughs, and in a sense, like. But then you get to the episode where he just shoots his son. He shoots his son, and you're like, oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. No, yeah. But the show's weird because when they give backstory, it's like, damn, I can't not feel bad for you. Mind you, it's a character that shot his own son. Haven't seen that show in a minute. It was very upsetting to me. Very upsetting to me. I was like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. But the show had really funny moments. The show the show again, Adult Swim, so it's expected for it to be funny for the most part, actually. But it was really funny. Rigby's voice actors in it, by the way. I love the Reverend. The Reverend is so funny. It's a good show with like really good characters, y'all. But it gets so dark at times, and you're like, I think that's enough for today, actually. Like, that's one of those shows where you can't really binge it like that. Like, But yeah, that's also one of those shows where it's like the out of like the main characters that we follow, I'm not annoyed by them. I'm not like, oh, like fuck this character or anything. I want to know more about these characters. It's a show where it's like that. Can't think of anything else. Like, what other shows have I watched? What it really comes down to is me trying to remember what shows I've watched, what movies I've watched, what games I've played. Um, I've never really played any story-based games, like for me to establish characters. Oh, I am also going to play Until Dawn. I know what happens in Until Dawn. But that one has more of a challenge actually than Danganronpa because Danganronpa I'm only playing because I want to make a retrospective video on a lot of the things that I've noticed on it, right? When it comes to Until Dawn, my goal for when I play Until Dawn is to make sure I can get all the characters to live and including and especially Josh. I love Josh. No one is gonna take that away from me. No one's gonna tell me, oh, but he almost killed people. He didn't actually kill them, so be grateful that he didn't. Those motherfuckers indirectly caused his sister's death. I don't care. I don't care. That's one of those characters that are like complex, and also like Rami Malek is sexy as fuck, so like it's fine. And they made him buff. My boyfriend says it's really weird to see um Rami Malek buff, and it's like I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I feel like the contrast between dark subject matter and cute cartoons trips me out and it makes it more entertaining. Yeah, it does. It most definitely does. I can appreciate when cartoons do shit like that. But it also depends how they go about it. It also depends how they go about it. Like if it's just serious, then it's like, oh, it's kind of a bummer. But like, that's why I'm really into dramedies because if something fucked up happens, I'm going to be laughing within the next few minutes. So that's always good. That did not happen with the finale of Succession. I'm still mad about that. Let me just add Tom Wamsgans to that motherfucker. Let me. By the way, no one's ever going to make me dislike Shiv. I don't know why everyone wants like it's always like the female leads that are like, nah, fuck this bitch. And it's like, well, she had her own reasons for being the way that she was. Y'all don't dislike Logan as much as y'all dislike Shiv. Logan is a serial cheater. Y'all don't dislike him. She is literally just following under the foot. Of course, this is not a defense of cheating, but at the same time, it's like, notice how you're treating this cheater versus that cheater. I'm noticing that. Roman was also low-key cheating on Tabitha with Jerry at that point. And if y'all don't consider that cheating, just put it into perspective. How would you feel? How would you feel if your significant other was masturbating on the other side of the door to like someone that they work with? Let's be serious, y'all. Let's use our thinking brain up here. Y'all only hate Shiv for cheating. Like, yeah, no, I don't fuck with that shit. I don't. I don't. No, yeah, that show gets crazy. Um, but I love Shiv, and even though Shiv was ultimately who fucked over my favorite character in the show, I will always be a Kendall girl. I don't care. I don't care, but that doesn't mean that I will ever dislike Shiv. I know why she did what she did. I'm sympathetic to that. Not sympathetic, empathetic to that because I obviously don't relate to, ending up like your very rich mother who's by the side of a very evil man. Even though Tom isn't actually in power. He's only like the titular CEO. Matson won. Matson I just spoiled it. Matson won. Okay? He won. They piss me off. They piss me off. People are like, oh, look, Tom on Succession. Tom is literally a meat puppet. Hence the joke at the very beginning. Oh, wait. Oh, I cooked. But yeah, Tom is on that hate list. Fuck Tom. Fuck Tom. Like, it came to a point where it was like I was just so annoyed of Tom that I was no longer annoyed by Cousin Greg. Cousin Greg was funny like the first 2 seasons of the show, and then it got to a point of like I don't like this errand boy. So when he slaps Tom in the finale, I was just like that shit was so deserved. Thank God. Ugh. I'm so annoyed by Tom. I hate Tom. Tom was really fun in the first seasons. And of course, I did feel bad for Tom when he got cheated on. Of course, I did. That shit's horrible. And to be told that, like, that your wife is cheating on you by your wife on your wedding day. That's crazy. That's evil work. Evil work. But ultimately, Tom says it himself. Ultimately, all of this just like and why he's been around so long and like why he's moving the way that he has. It was always about the money. Do I think he loved Shiv at some point? Yeah. But even before that, I think he wasn't complaining about being with Shiv because of the money. It, that's that's a really big motivational factor in the show. If you guys couldn't tell, show about rich people, complex rich people though. I understand why a lot of characters move the way that they do. I understand why Tom moved the way that he did, but I didn't like him. We gotta add Greg Hirsch actually. Not yeah, fuck Greg. Fuck Greg, bro. Yeah. Who else? What other shows have I watched? Damn, don't I don't know. What shows did I watch? There's so many things that I'm thinking of, but it's like I don't hate anyone in these things. I had to like kind of dig into my brain for like the niche interests I have. There is this movie that has Jeremy Strong in it who plays Kendall in Succession. It's called Humboldt County. It came out in 2008. I was 4 when this movie came out, okay? It's amazing. It is cinema. It's so good. I cannot stress that shit enough how good that movie is. And I don't care if it's actually like, well, because I have a BFA in screenwriting. And this actually I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. Jeremy Strong is awesome. What's his name? Chris I don't know. He came out. I think he was in Jane the Virgin. I'm not sure. He was cool in the movie. Like he's a good actor. He's great actually. Whoever played the wife in the movie, loved her. Brad Dourif is in this movie. Do you guys know who Brad Dourif is? Brad Dourif voiced Chucky. This is Chucky's voice actor in this movie. And he is so good in this movie. Oh my god. Oh my god. Such a masterpiece. And again, I hate Peter's father. Jeremy Strong plays Peter Hadley. I hate Peter Hadley's father. Let's add that actually. Um, who else? That's like so niche. Like that is like who? Um, now let's think kid shows, kid shows, kid shows, kid shows. Like let me, because I know for a fact I didn't like every single person I saw in a kid show. I fucking hated Justin Russo from Wizards of Waverly Place. Oh my god, I hated him. And usually I'm more like sympathetic towards older siblings because I myself am an older. Fuck him. Fuck him, bro. Lon Russo. Waverly Place. Cute. Um, who else? Who else? Stranger Things and 13 Reasons has some annoying characters. I didn't watch past the first season of 13. Actually, I watched some of the second season of 13 Reasons Why. If that's the show you mean, did not watch Stranger Things. I tried to watch Stranger Things. I was the one who suggested to my siblings, "Hey, let's watch Stranger Things." I did not like it. The first episode, I was not hooked. I was like, "Oh my god, this sucks. Why do we like this?" And I couldn't like it. I was really only watching it because the kid that came out in it, well, at the time, kid, and I was like, "I really like Finn Wolfhard." Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth watching that show for Finn Wolfhard. I'm so sorry. That show sucked. That show sucked since the first season. To me, in my opinion. Sorry, in my opinion. Let me preface in my opinion. 13 Reasons Why. I am that show is such an unfortunate case because it could have been a good show. It could have been a good show. I think the show dealt with it so irresponsibly because the fact that we have people, or maybe even if the show was executed well, like I think we would still have people that like um minimize Hannah Baker's suicide to her, oh, because she had a fat ass. No, bro, she didn't kill herself because she had a fat ass. This doesn't take place in the early 2000s. She killed herself because she was legit raped. And before that, she was being extensively bullied. She's being sexualized and harassed. She had pictures of her spread around in a way. Bryce literally gropes her at some point and then ends up raping her. I think I think that has more to do with why she took her own life instead of, oh, she just has a bad ass. Like that shit will never be funny to me, low key. Like I can't find it funny. I can't find it funny personally. I can't. I That friend that's too woke. Sorry, I can't. I can't laugh at that. Like, oh, and why did the rapist get a redemption arc? Why did that happen? Can like someone let me know that? It's not like how a lot of other shows play it, like, oh, like he did this, there's more nuance. No, like he violated her in the hot tub, y'all. Like brutally. He Guys, and on top of that, she wasn't the only victim. There's no redeeming a character like that. And people will look at you like you're fucking crazy for saying that. And then they had this girl writing for Bryce, and it's like, you just got to this school after that, and specifically, well, at that point the show was about to end, so it's like at that point I decided I didn't want to watch it. They showed Tyler be brutally assaulted, brutally. That show was just so harmful in so many ways. I don't understand why. And people are like, no, you guys need to have a more open mind, you guys need to be nuanced. I think in the real world we view rapists like that, people who have violated like multiple people. There were multiple women that said that Bryce had done that. And, and At some point, the show just stopped being about Hannah Baker and how the actions of these individuals, of these students affected her life and turned into a completely different show where now we're redeeming Hannah Baker's rapist. And it's like, this is such an irresponsible show. This is not good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that show sucked. That show really, really sucked. What was the girl that hold on. What was that girl's name? It was this girl. Like they introduced her in the second season, and she was out here defending Bryce. Mm, I don't know her, but when I find the character who was doing that, it's over. They're getting put on the list. Why were you writing? Like people were like telling you, like, hey, this guy, like he did that shit. And she's like, but he's not that. Just stop talking, bro. Stop talking, please. Please. And like it wasn't even like, oh, he did his time, he learned, he's recovering in a way. Like they didn't even try to go down that route. He was in corporate shit and they were like, you know, he changed overnight and now we have people defending him. Like there's nothing realistic about shit like this. You guys, I'm sorry, I can't. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. And again, then the show just stopped being about Hannah Baker. Like the bitch was literally like an afterthought after like the first few reasons. And under a bridge with broken bones. I had to hate watch the last two seasons with my girlfriend. I think Clay even bullied himself. What is this show? What is this show? Yeah, yeah. They threw him off a bridge and like well they broke his bones and or did he break his bones when he fell? The point is they threw his ass off a bridge. Like he was already like beat the fuck up, I think. Oh no, yeah, he was already beat the fuck up. And then he got thrown. I do remember that. I remember that. Yeah, that's one of those shows that you really have to be able to stomach the bullshit in order for you to hate watch successfully. I was just kind of like disappointed. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Who wrote this and who greenlit this? Oh my god. Mm-mm. And a lot of people be like, oh well, why does Hannah Baker like blame Clay? First of all, I don't think Clay is actually like at fault like that. But they're like, oh, well, she insisted that he wouldn't stay with her. Guys, I don't think a suicidal girl is going to be thinking rationally, like in her final moments. Like, granted, again, I don't think Clay is to blame at all, or Clay has any blame. Like he just respected her, but at the same time, it's like, you know, was it Annie? Hold on, let me look it up. I know that for a fact that I'll remember if I see her. Yes. Oh my god, it was Annie. Fuck this bitch. No, I'm pretty sure it was Annie. I'm pretty sure it was Annie. Yeah, nah. Yeah. I low-key feel really bad for Dylan Minette. Like if I were submitting things to a reel and I was in that show, I would just rather not submit anything. No, genuinely, most unnecessary. Oh, are you asking me like in general an unnecessary character, or are you like saying? asking me if I think she is, because I think she is. She was just used in order for this evil person to be redeemed without him having to do any actual work. He got to die. He got to die. What the fuck? Like what? Yeah, talking about Annie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He, she was just there to redeem him, and then he just dies. He doesn't actually do any work. He just acts nice. We don't see anything about like, oh, well, active changes. And even then, first of all, I don't think that shit could be forgiven. But if y'all are gonna go down that route, let time pass. No time has passed. You guys just killed him. He got to die, and now he's like, oh, pobrecito. Fuck that. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, that shit pissed me off. I was watching, right? I was like, "Oh, let me just tune in." And I was just pissed off the whole time that she was on screen. I was like, "What are you doing, girl?" Man, fuck that show. Fuck that show. Oh my god. Ugh. Shit pissed me off so bad. Oh, what other shows have I watched? Can't think of anymore. And that's not good because this is a good topic. This is a good topic of discussion. Really it is. Teen Titans Go. Well, everyone in that show is written to be a little bit annoying. That's my thing. I don't even dislike Robin. Like, I don't even. I think he's funny. I think they're all written to be a level of annoying, but as for it to be funny. But that show is low key brain rot. But then they'll have moments where they'll randomly like explain tax evasion to you, and it's like that's a jump. That's a jump. Um. Yeah. um. Let's see. Let's see. I don't really have characters I hate, like, that's a lie, I do, but, like, it's hard for me to think of because when I think of shows that I've watched, I'll be like, "No, I did like this character. I did like this character. I thought this character was fun." Like, the when I was a kid, my humor was just fart jokes. Yes. Fart jokes are still funny, though. Like, to me, like, if it's a solid fart joke, it's a solid fart joke, and I'm not gonna take that away from the person who made the joke. Like, it's fine. It's fine. I could laugh at different kinds of humor. I'm still very capable of that. Um Okay. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Damn, I don't even dislike Five Nights at Freddy's characters. I really don't. I don't even dislike Balloon Boy. When I was younger and I was in like deep into the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom, everyone would be like, "Oh, fuck Balloon Boy, fuck Balloon Boy." What'd he do? Be jovial? Have a little giggle? Is that a crime? Don't even dislike him. Damn. I'm really trying to dig for characters and shit. Like this list gotta go. Like we gotta blow this list up, up. We do. Like I like how I really just wrote big ass dinosaur whose name is Sue apparently. Is it Sue? Yeah, Sue. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm cooking. I'm cooking right now. I didn't like Brain and Arthur. Anyone watch Arthur? So the one person here, y'all watch Arthur? Fuck Brain. Annoying. Annoying. I was low-key also gonna put Muffy on here, but Muffy was at least kind of funny sometimes. I don't recall a singular time that Brain made me laugh in Arthur. What else? I'm just thinking about shows that I watched as a kid. A lot of people would put Martha from Martha Speaks on there. I did not find her annoying. I found her amusing, quite frankly. Had a crush on Bray when I was what was I thinking? Oh my god. Low key, I don't think I had a crush on anyone in Arthur as a kid, except maybe like the tall girl in Arthur. She had like curly hair and she had like this blue skirt. I don't remember what animal she was supposed to be, but I was like, oh, she's so she fire. And I was like, what, like 6? That or Buster. Because I thought Buster was stupid and funny. And I have an affinity for stupid and funny men. Brandon the Jekyll. He did. He did. Oh my god, I remember that. They do hold up though. They really do hold up. Uh, how did I forget this one? DW. I fucking hated DW. I was so happy when in his imagination, I think. Yeah, in his imagination, he punched the shit out of her. I don't advocate for men putting their hands on women or for people putting their hands on anyone, let alone, someone significantly younger than you. But at the same time, it's like that bitch had it coming. Like I can't deny when a bitch has it coming, she has it coming. Like, nah, fuck that bitch. DW Arthur, fuck that bitch. She's in there. Yeah, little bitch had it coming. I can't stand her. Oh my god. And then I think were they called the Tibbles? The two annoying ass little twins that would low-key harass DW and shit. Was it in his imagination or did he actually like put the paws on her? More power to him if he did. Shit, I'm not complaining. Fuck that bitch. I'm supposed to feel bad. I'm gonna look it up after this live and let's hope. Let's pray. What else? No, yeah, I had a lot of cartoon crushes as a kid. I mean, I feel like I've already discussed some of them, like on here. I used to. This how I knew that something was not right as a kid. I used to watch Zaboomafoo. That's not a cartoon, okay? But even outside of the cartoon, I had a really big crush on one of the Krat brothers. Specifically, I think it was Martin. No. Was it Martin? Hold on. The one that would wear blue. I thought he was so fine, bro. It was Martin. Yeah, Martin. I thought he was so fine as a kid. And then they brought Wild Kratts, like they brought out the cartoon, and I was like, dog, like how did it just get better? Like, oh my gosh, what the fuck? That's when you had to like really think about it. Like something's not right with the child. That from Wild Kratts. Hold on. Zach. Him? Him? What ruins it for me is a little goatee. I don't fuck with the goatee. Other than that, I see the vision. I'm getting Victor from Corpse Bride kind of vibe. You know what I mean? A lot of bitches like Victor from Corpse Bride. So, you know. Corpse Bride, I always had a crush on Emily. I thought Emily was so beautiful. She was so beautiful. I cried so hard the first time I watched that movie. I was a kid. I had the movie on DVD. I was so sad when she died. I was inconsolable, bro. I was like, nah. Well, not died. I say died as if the bitch isn't already dead. But when she ascends to heaven in the butterflies, take me out. I was like, nah, nah. I had my little Disney princess television, like this pink box television with like a crown. Damn, my dad had my room all cute. Aw. But anyways, I was watching it on that shit, and I remember just fucking turning that shit off, just going. I was pissed. I was like, no. In my mind, how it was supposed to work is some magic was supposed to happen. She was supposed to turn human, and she was supposed to end up with Victor. Not not Victoria. Not Victoria. Yeah, no, I was so sad. I hated that shit. Oh my god. Brr, oh, my foot is not my foot, my leg has been sitting crossed for so long. My charger keeps falling. Oh, good lord. Um, but yeah, sad. I was so devastated. Now I'm thinking of other movies I've seen, like cartoon crushes now. A lot of them were just women, but I think that's mostly because they didn't put effort into men as much. Like when it came to women, they'd make them all beautiful, all nice. And then with men, it's like, here's a guy. Here's a guy. It is some guy. I really did like YB though, but I also did really like Coraline. That how interesting. Why does a 9-year-old have like a full head of dyed hair? Like that's just not it's not like, oh, her hair's black, so like it looks blue. No, that's blue hair. Head full of Arctic Fox at 9 because she was like, I saw that movie when it came out in theaters. I remember it like because I really saw myself like as Coraline, but it's like, oh wait, she's like 9 because she was talking about like, oh, I'm in the 4th grade and shit, and it's like, oh well, I relate to this older character, and now it's like, no, but I still really like her design. I still really like her design. YB's too. Like I really really loved his hair, what he had going on there. I really liked the jacket. I liked the jacket. Yeah, both of them cartoon crushes when I was younger. And what else? When, when I got older, low key, the other father, who's fine. He's fine. And then out of nowhere, they make like they give the other mother some yams. Day two at the other mother's house, she got a BBL. Where did that come from? She got a BBL day two. What's going on there? Um, I was also really into Bobinski. I thought he was fun. And by into Bobinski, I don't just mean character wise or design wise. I wanted Bobinski. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna leave that at. Very interesting characters. What else? What else? Can't think. Can't think of anything else. Oh my gosh. What the hell? Um Also didn't hate anyone in Coraline, so I can't even go on to that topic. I think I have my hate list, but as I've stated before, I know for a fact I'm gonna be going about my day, and then out of nowhere, it's gonna hit me. It's gonna just this character, and I'll be like, "Oh my god, how did I forget?" um, I just burped on live and didn't cover it up. Yeah, I'm really not caring. What about anime characters? I don't really watch much anime. Quack, quack, quack. I was like winding up. Um, I go on about Danganronpa characters because Danganronpa does have an anime, but I've already gone off on that. Crushes video that's coming out when I list the crack. By the way, this making me guessing. Y'all are not gonna make me feel weird about saying certain things about Danganronpa characters. They're not 17. Y'all can scream, cry, and whine about it. Canonically, they are older than that. Y'all are not gonna make me feel weird about liking like having a fictional crush on someone that's my age. Characters my age. Y'all are too y'all are too woke for this. I'm not doing that. I'm not playing these games with you guys. I'm not. They were literally brainwashed. The events take place years after they were in high school. Y'all are not we're not having this conversation. Y'all are not gonna do that to me. No. Someone came into my comments after I posted a video about Kazuichi on TikTok and they were like, this character is at least 17. And it's like, no, he's not. Are y'all paying attention to the game? Did you just like stop at the first chapter? Like, please let me know. Let me know where we're at with this. Let me know. But I'm not gonna have that discussion. Anime characters, though. The first anime that I've ever watched was Death Note. That set the bar really high for me because it was it was good writing and everything, and it was only 2 seasons. None of this 8+ season shit. By the way, I have much respect to the people who watch One Piece because I can't do that. I don't have commitment skills like that. Anyway, all them characters. I loved all of them except Light. I hated Light. Oh my god. But mostly because he killed L. He killed L, yo. Oh my god, when L died, bro. I knew it was gonna happen, but I tried to gaslight myself because I was looking up stuff about the show. Never look things up about the show that you're watching that you don't want to get spoiled. Because the Google search results will be like, you'll look up L, then how did L die? I tried to gaslight myself. I was like, no, 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 that's not true. Y'all fucking lying. He doesn't actually die. No, he doesn't. And then I get to the episode where he dies. I was still in shock. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck? What the fuck? I was so pissed. I was like, I already didn't like Light. I didn't like it. I didn't like how he treated Misa, but he was also like Loki. Like he's got that antisocial shit going on. He does not care about people. He doesn't even care about his own fucking family. He put his dad in danger. But did not like Light. I loved L. I loved Misa. I both wanted Misa and wanted to be Misa. Like her outfit, y'all. I had no thoughts about any other characters. I didn't care about Nier. I didn't care about Mello. I didn't care. I didn't care. Those were my big two right there. I think his name was Matsuda, though. He did his big one. He did his big one towards the end. And I respect characters that can do shit like that. That was really the show that I like locked in for. Like I would do like the lean forward to really just take in everything. Did not like Light. Could not like Light. he went about his cause in a very annoying way. And just in general, the whole God complex thing just it annoys me. It annoys me in general. So even I think he was well written, and that's the unfortunate thing. That's where I'm now contradicting myself. Like as long as the character's written well, I can understand. There's just something that really annoys me about the whole God complex thing, and I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. 2 hours into this live. Good lord. I think come 11 o'clock I will log off. But yeah. What other animes did I watch? I watched Devilman Crybaby. I don't think I should have watched Devilman Crybaby as a 13-year-old. I think that very much that really changed the trajectory of my life in a way, especially, with the shit I already had going on. Yeah, no, that show did a little bit of a number on me. I loved every character on that show. Like every of the main characters, I loved Akira. I loved him so much. And even that evil ass twink that killed him, Ryu, I think that was his name. Um, yeah, the god complex thing, it worked there, but he was also literally like, wasn't he literally like Satan or something? I'm forgetting. It was short, it was concise, it was good. I was so sad, bro. They killed this bitch, bro. And when he's like holding her fucking head in like the flat. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I was so pissed. Then there's this other character. She had the red hair. I'm forgetting her name now because it's been so long since I watched the show. I loved her. I was so sad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Such a good show. Didn't hate any of them. Yeah, good show. Good show. Um I really don't watch anime like that. Damn. I tried to watch Sword Art Online. I couldn't even get into the first episode of season 2, and I've completely forgotten everything that happens. I just know the premise of it. It's been so long since I watched it, which is kind of crazy because a lot happens in the first season, and right now I'm in a place where it's like, fuck, I really wish I could relive Danganronpa, like playing the game for the first time, like without the spoilers, just because it's been so long since I played it. I I could go like my brain has eliminated any spoiler that I had of Sword Art Online. I don't remember anything about that show. And I watched the first season of it. I don't remember anything that happened in the first season. I could very well be shocked by everything that happens in the first season. Like I could be surprised by it as I was the first time watching it. And that's kind of fucking awesome. So maybe I'll invest into that. Maybe. Anything else? I try to watch Naruto. I tried. I really tried my hardest to watch Naruto. Did not get past episode 5. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, you guys. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Try to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That one is one that people will be like, okay, bitch, get out of here. Like, no, I couldn't get into it. I am so, I don't know, yo. I couldn't get into it. Maybe things will be different if I try to watch it now. It was really hard. I don't know what about Death Note had me locked in the way that it did. Like, what? What else have I tried to watch? I know for a fact there's more. Tried to watch Seven Deadly Sins. Yikes. What else? I can't think of anything else. Bug. Damn, I really don't have any other anime that I've watched, or maybe I haven't. I'm just not remembering. Why am I forgetting that I watched Jujutsu Kaisen? At least like the first season of it. I did watch that one. I've not caught up with anything. Um, so anything else? Let's see. Haven't watched much either. Attack on Titan, One Punch Man, and Demon Slayer. Those are three that have been recommended to me, specifically Attack on Titan. I don't know that I want to invest. Oh my god, I will get judged for this. I know I'm gonna get judged for this one. The fact that I sat through the first season, but that's because people are weird. Or maybe I'm weird. I don't know. Beastars. If you can ignore the fandom a little bit, and by the way, I don't have issue with furries. Like as long as they're not messing with actual, I don't have a problem with them. They know how to keep their money up. I don't care. I did watch Beastars. Beastars was good. Like the first season of it though, or few. The point is, that was something I did sit through. Let's see. Bitch couldn't sit through a whole season of Naruto, but sat through Beastars. Y'all thinking that I'm in like the lost place or something. Like I'm lost. Like something's not right in my brain. But I figured that that's just kind of self-explanatory. Um, kind of want to get into like horror anime because I really like horror in general. So horror anime would be cool. Let's see. When I look it up though, it's giving me like movies, but movies that I've already seen. Um, I'm looking at a list now. Blood Sea. I did watch Blood Sea. Um, let's see. They're listing Danganronpa in here, the animation. They're really good at horror. They do that so well. Live action and in animation, it's so good. Like, wow. What how are y'all coming up with this? No, but I'm saying, oh, they put Danganronpa on here. Like, if Danganronpa, the concept of it is not fucking terrifying, like having to kill your classmates. Yeah, no, that. Mm. But Loki, the first one is like particularly scary because like you're in your high school, bro. If I was stuck in my high school, I would kill myself, and I would leave a note to make sure that people knew I did it, just to save the trial time, you know. But in the second game, they're stuck in the White Lotus. Why are y'all mad? There's a hotel. Y'all got your own cabins. There's a pool. There's a beach. There's a y'all got a club. Y'all have like this little burger joint. Y'all have a library. Y'all have like a little dining hall. And you guys, there's a chef that's a part of your class, bro. Y'all have everything you need to have a decent life on that bitch. If like, yes, you will never see your family again, but you're stuck on the White Lotus, bro. Why are we complaining? My God. Anyway. No, yeah, there isn't really many like horror anime unless it's like unless it's like a movie. Like I'm thinking Perfect Blue, which I watched. I don't know shit about Danganronpa except Junko and Nagito. I respect that. I respect that. I think it's best it stay that way. I really want my boyfriend to play Danganronpa. I really hope he is not watching my lives like when I play Danganronpa. I want to play Danganronpa with him so that we can live react. We can live react to this shit. Let's see. Let's see. Not on purpose. I just never got into it. LOL. Same thing with Homestuck. See, but the thing about that, I'm noticing a pattern here. I'm noticing a pattern though. And I know you didn't do it on purpose, but I don't blame you like for being like just kind of being passive about it. It's a good thing that you were like about it, passive, because the fandoms for both of those are kind of atrocious, and it makes it difficult to enjoy the actual media like in front of you. It's difficult when the people who are also into it kind of suck. I was one of those people who kind of sucked. Not proud of it, but I will say there were people who sucked more than me. Thumbs up here. Let's see what else. What else is like really good anime wise? Oh my god, I'm just thinking about the fact like I cried. I cried while fucking watching the Danganronpa anime, y'all. Like there's this video of this person and they're crying over Has Been Hotel. I don't know if you guys have seen it. They're like, don't do it. Like, I know he doesn't blame himself. It's something like that. And I'm laughing, I'm giggling and laughing as if I wasn't crying over Danganronpa. Like that was me. That was me in 2021. Yeah, that happened. So that happened. They killed his only homeboy who I low-key thought was gay, and they were gay for sure. Like, I was sad. I was like, oh my god, y'all. He's literally begging for his homie's life. And they just fucking slimed him like that. Like, what the fuck? Crazy. A demon fanny in the You are my people. You are one of us. You are one of us. You are one of us. Like, wait, by fan, are we talking about? Are we talking about the same people? Are we talking about the same fan? Please, I don't want to out myself right now. So you out yourself first. Is this about specific YouTubers? Okay, thank God. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not alone. Didn't also Dan literally confirm that at some point it did happen, but like they just decided they were better off as friends? To this day, though, like when you see them, they are always together. These two men, they are soulmates. Even if they're not dating in a romantic way, they're inseparable. There's this video that someone took of Pedro Pascal. It is on Pedro Pascal, Pascal fan page of him. Oh, Pedro at opening night of Evita, right? Evita is in the West End. It's in London, right? It's being performed in London, with Rachel Zegler. Guess who is walking in the background? Dan and Phil walking together in the background. That is wild. This video ain't even about you. Oh my god, I'm happy that I'm not like the only one that like. I knew it. I knew it. I cracked the code a long time ago. So when the video finally it came out, and well, kind of, because he was just walking into the theater. So they were outside. Well, they were basically within the same vicinity. Within the vicinity of each other. That happened. That's kind of iconic. Like if you think about it. Yeah, I called that shit. I called it. I don't care. I don't care if people are like, wow, that's like so disrespectful. Fuck y'all. Let me live. I knew it. I knew it. I was in 7th grade when Basically I'm Gay came out. My first thought was well done. And people were like, how disrespectful. Y'all are replying with like, oh, we know. Sorry? Sorry. There's this saying, lo que se ve no se pregunta. What you see is not something you should ask about. I didn't think there was any point in asking, but whatever, whatever. And I feel very comfortable. There's a lot of shit I shipped between like real people as a kid. I was on TikTok one day and it's like I would rather have y'all know that I used to ship the founding fathers when I was big into into the Hamilton fandom in 8th grade. In 8th grade, you guys, in 8th grade. And one of them wasn't really technically a founding father. Then have y'all know the shit that I actually like would ride for. Like I would fight for this specific ship between two people. Is this about Thomas Sanders and I don't know who else, but unless you're talking about something else. But the founding fathers thing was as a joke though. Like I shipped that shit as a joke. But I'd rather have people know that I jokingly shipped that than actually know the thing that I was truly like. When I would go on rants about it, I would border on psychosis. Thomas Anderson Sanchez said he plays all the characters. I understand that one though. That's like that's now him as a character versus characters. It's all fiction. Now, me though, I was out here looking at videos of them in the early days of the band. It's in Bandom. And I'd be like, well, if you look at this album, if you look at this lyric, girl, psychosis. You're seeing shit where there's nothing. I say to save face right now. Why was that the first one you said though? Why was that the first one you said though? I'm not gonna confirm nor deny, but like at the same time, it's like I could understand. Why was that the first one? No. Coming out as a former fuck, I'm just mad that they aren't friends though. I'm a little bit mad. Like, okay, like yeah, sure, y'all weren't actually together, but like were y'all friends at some point? Yeah. It's kind of a little bit like it kind of gets me here to know that like damn, we're really not gonna get that reunion. We're really not gonna get that. I was talking about the Panic at the Disco reunion hypothetical, and my friend, my college friend, she was like, "Girl, that reunion is not gonna happen, but I love your optimism." And it's like, I know, I know. People still talk about Pete Key these days. Pete Key, oh my god, I wasn't into Fall Out Boy, but I was into My Chemical Romance, and Pete Key, that's Mikey Way and Pete Wentz. Like I know I'm not wrong about that. I know I'm not wrong about that. Never gonna happen ever. The Panic at the Disco reunion. If I see it, it's AI. I'm gonna just assume it's AI. I had a dream that it happened though, and it was so vivid. I was in the pit. I was in the pit. I was with my friend who also really likes Panic at the Disco, and then my other friend that really likes Panic at the Disco was there. It was perfect. Perfect down to the last minute detail. It was so real. Like I was right in front of Ryan Ross again because I met Ryan Ross. Ryan Ross is so nice. Everyone is like, "Oh, he's so I hate my fans coded." No, he's not. He is literally so nice. He's so nice. Like he's respectful. Like he's like, "Okay, y'all came out here to see me. Let me see you for a while. Like we're gonna take a picture. Oh, you want that signed? I'll sign that for you." And if he actually does not like his fans, he is so good at hiding it. I'd love to meet Ryan Ross. He's my Virgo queen. He really is. I love Virgos. And people are like that Geminis and Virgos don't get along. That's bullshit. I love Virgos. Yeah. Low-key, unbothered, nonchalant anime MC. He is. No, he is. He's got that aura. Like going to a show where Ryan Ross is there, it's him like singing, and then when he's not singing, it's him just like aura farming the whole time. I love Ryan Ross. I will forever love Ryan Ross, and nobody could take that away from me. Nobody. Nobody. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Um what a weird time for school. Is my Julian Casablanca. For him, yeah, he is mine too, but I also have like another alternative to that because I really respect what is songwriting. It's Mitski. Mitski for me, I have not listened to Mitski in a minute, and I fear I might actually just be happier for since. I can now listen to Mitski like and feel decent, you know. It's just damn, she knew how to write for things that were really like had like barbed wire around my chest and my neck, and it's like e every time that I would hear her songs, it would just hit so hard, and I was like, "Oh my god." It was so heavy. The one song, though, that I can't listen to because it will make me cry for some reason, and it wasn't even one that I listened to religiously, but for some reason, it was the song "Fireworks." I was literally just reading the lyrics to Fireworks, and I got so emotional. I was like, why was I listening to this back then? Like, and why was I like, why did I like relate to that so much? These lyrics are sad. It's not even like vaguely sad. It's so upsetting. And it's like, oh my God, I was a baby listening to shit like this. Like, oh my God. It kind of reminded me it kind of reminded me of this video of this dad. He's with his daughter at an Olivia Rodrigo concert, and they're singing a song, right? Like the girls in the crowd are singing a song, and it's like about like body image and shit like that, body dysmorphia, I think, something like that. And the dad is just like seeing like a sea of young girls singing this song and like getting emotional about it, and then he starts crying. So I kind of had that moment where I was just thinking of myself when I first started listening to these songs and like feeling them really hit and being like, "Oh my god, what the hell happened here?" It was crazy. Oh my god. It was one of the first songs I learned on guitar. That is a good song to learn on guitar. It's so good. I can't even sing that song without choking up. Like, what the fuck? Oh, what? Crazy. The entirety of Puberty 2 is so sad. I think that's like her saddest album for me. Puberty 2 or Bury Me at Makeout Creek. Oh Rod gets me too, I can't lie. Haven't heard of that. We'll be looking it up for sure. Because now I'm in a space where I can consume sad content and not be like overwhelmed by it. No, oh my god, no, but that Mitski shit gets serious. Olivia Rodrigo. Oh, oh. I did not know that was like her shortened name, but kind of. I think there was like one song that did. I don't remember which when I was younger. I haven't listened to her lately. No, yeah, but she to like Mitski had me feeling the same way that Olivia Rodrigo had a lot of girls in my Goodbye My Danish Sweetheart. Oh my god. That is so that song. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, I need oh my god. Top saddest Mitski songs. I said I was gonna end the live at 11. We can go on with this. We can go on with this actually. Um I gotta do a tier list. Saddest songs. Like from saddest to least sad. I really like the direction of her newer albums because I can listen to those songs and not feel sad because they aren't innately sad. And it's not that she makes sad girl music, it's just that, you know, these are clearly songs from times that are maybe were not like the best towards her, and experiences that also were not the best towards her. So people are going to interpret that in different ways. And also, that woman had extensive knowledge in music theory. She knew what she was doing with those arrangements, and that's why I felt a certain way. I've had my boyfriend analyze certain songs of hers because he was big on music theory and still is. Um, in order for me to figure out like why I can just be sad just hearing the instrumental for it. Like, it's so good though. Like, her music is so good. Um, let's see. Let's see. She's also like a performer. I don't care what people say. Like, she can perform. And what she does with her voice when she sings certain songs, beautiful. Let's see. No, yeah, like Fireworks, that shit, like you said, that Goodbye My Danish Sweetheart paralyzes you. I felt so paralyzed recently for some reason with Fireworks. And again, that wasn't even like my main cry song in a way. I had songs that I would like be hysterical over. Fireworks is not one of them. Um, let's see. Oh my god, do you know what song it is actually? Francis Forever. Francis Forever, like thinking about it is giving me chills. For some reason, that is one of the saddest songs I have ever heard in my life, y'all. Oh my goodness. I am just, why did they have that shit in Adventure Time? Why was it? Oh my god. No, like, and then hearing her sing it like acoustic, why did it just get like 10 times worse? My best friend performed that song for school and I couldn't contain myself. No, I would be in hysterics. I'd be sobbing in that bitch. No, no. Like, get her off the stage, yo. Oh, Crack Baby's also really good. Um, A Burning Hill. Now, A Burning Hill. There was a day when I was, I think, a senior in high school, or maybe younger than that. I don't remember, but there was a night where I couldn't sleep and I had that song playing on a loop over and over again until I could go to sleep. And granted, I was crying the entire time that song was playing. I was in hysterics. That song will do it for me. And it's like, Clarissa, you don't need to listen to this song if it makes you cry yourself to sleep. You don't need that. You might think you're crying it out, but what you're doing is you're making yourself more sad. Pause the song and lock your phone. You don't need to listen to that shit on a loop. Oh my god. Um, well, going to sleep is actually torture. That one, yeah, it was. It was. I don't know why the fuck I did that. Like, I really, to some extent, I have to acknowledge I chose to be sad at some points. Like, I did that shit. I did that shit. Sorry. um, let me mix up. I've not heard of them. I gotta get into more bands. I gotta get into like some more music and shit. Ah, you know what's being like, oh my god, you know what song? And it's like it's Mitski. Every song, bro. Every song that's like excluding her latest two albums. Every song is gonna make you feel some kind of way. Stands for depressed suicidal black metal. That's a very interesting genre. I kind of want to dabble now. um, First Love Late Spring. First Love Late Spring also had me in hysterics. I learned that song on guitar Uh, very sad. The last words of a shooting star would also do it for me, and then it stopped being that song. Like that song stopped affecting me. Class of 2013, especially the audio tree version of it. Oh my god, bro. What is going on here? Um and there's another live version. I don't think it's also part of the audio tree recording, but where she sings I Want You and she's like so emotionally singing the last part of the like the last part of the song for I Want You. So sad. The way that she sings it. It's like she's crying and it's like whoa, who cooked here? Because that song on its own, it won't make me cry. It won't. But hearing that version, it's like I feel a little something. It used to make me cry. Pink in the Night also made me like sob. That's for a very personal reason. But like Pink in the Night, mm, mm, God, like who cutting onions in here? Um, I don't smoke the audio tree version for the same reason as I Want You in that other live version. I don't remember which performance it was. I'll have to look it up. But the way that she sings that shit, whoa, whoa, who did this to you? She's so good at what she does. Um, I Will was up until like the last two albums that she's had. I Will was her happiest song. And that song is about how she wishes someone would treat her when she was going through difficult times. And that in of itself, I could have gone my whole life without knowing that information because now that makes that song so sad. It's such a good song. Um Oh my god, I just remembered another song. Oh my god. Why am I blanking on the name? Carry Me Out. Carry Me Out. That song, thank God I'm not as emotional about Mitski um now that I can drive. Cause when I was younger and I would listen to that song, it's like, oh my god, if I had a car, this song, like the way that it makes me feel, I feel like I would just want to hit the gas as hard as I can till I hit something. That's not that's not the mindset you should have. She said, "I drive when it rains at night. When it rains, I drive." And then and carry me out. And she's like yelling that shit. It's like, nah, hit the gas. Do not hit the brakes. No. Shit had me in hysterics. I was so gutted by that song for some reason. Um, let's see. Fiona Apple. I need to get into some more Fiona Apple. I I don't know why I haven't dabbled. I haven't dabbled in that. A lot of people that I know really like her, and it's like, why haven't I? What? That doesn't make sense. Um, Instrumentally, I'm more captivated. Still on the topic of Mitski, the instrumental for the song makes me cry. So if I was just listening to the instrumental, like it would move me. The way that because dreaming costs money. I think that's the name of the song, Because Dreaming Costs Money, My Dear, something like that. The arrangement for that song is so beautiful, makes me emotional, but I'm so focused on her vocals in that song that it's like, oh my gosh, okay. Like, because I sing, so it's like I focus on that sometimes. And that's one of those songs that if not for the vocals, I'd be in hysterics. Yeah, I don't can't find any other any other song that would have me like, oh, you know, like fucking a mess, a hot mess. No, her instrumentals are gorgeous. Like she is so good. Like like not composing. I don't know. Does she arrange that? Because if she arranged that, she is so good at that. Shame. Yes. Yes. Like it's so like ominous. It's like why are you so ominous for? Like it's so good though. I am like Mitski Glaze. It had to happen. It had to happen on this channel at some point. Um wouldn't be surprised if she arranges it. Yeah, no, she has training in that kind of stuff. Like you just gotta respect it. Bag of Bones, by the way, is also really beautiful, but it's also one of those songs that it's like, you know, like vocally, I'm so invested in it. Oh my god, the sun is coming out, so it's like showing a weird gleam on my face. She does deserve the glazing. She needs a Grammy. I don't know why. I don't know why she hasn't been considered. Um, maybe because like the popularity, but like who cares? Who cares? Just give her a fucking Grammy. It's okay. You guys can give her a Grammy. Um, let's see. Did you do a song for Everything Everywhere All at Once, or did I make that up? Anyway, I don't think that one won though, which is some bullshit. Some bullshit, but whatever. She's not touring anymore. I think so. I got like notice of her like a screening for her music. Like they're doing a movie for it. Well, she is, but I don't know that she's gonna tour anymore. Hold on, y'all. That was my mother. Very wonderful lady. But yeah, I missed it. I didn't end up going to any of her concerts. What a great realization I have, y'all. But anyway, yeah. All good stuff. All good stuff though. Like I'm glad that she her music existed because while it did make me sad at times, there was also points where it's like I kind of needed this though. I needed this. And then her recent music is a lot more optimistic and and couldn't go to any of her shows. As a diehard Mitski fan, no. Oh my gosh. Justice for her. Absolutely nah. I would be inconsolable. Like I was really big on Mitski. I think I was in like at some point on Spotify, I was like on one of her like 0.001% listeners or 0.01% listeners. Point is, I was up there. I really wanted to see her, but it didn't happen. That's life, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm gonna go now though. I have to pee and I have to cook because I got class in a bit. But thank you guys for joining. It was so nice talking to all of you. Thank you so much. Because I haven't gone live in a while and this is just good content. But yeah. Oh, but car seat headrest. I need to get into why didn't I get into car seat headrest when they were like really popular? Like fuck. But I know I think it's a band. But yeah. But bye. Thank you guys so much. It was a nice conversation. Thank you.